Welcome to the deep dive. Today, well, we're looking at something pretty huge. Bitcoin's recent historic surge.
Yeah, absolutely historic.
On July 7th, 2025, it didn't just break a record, it smashed past $107,858. So our mission here is really to unpack the forces, behind this climb
Hmm.
and figure out what it means for the whole crypto landscape, which is now, what, a $3.3 trillion market cap? It's staggering.
It really is. And like you said, it's not just a number flashing on a screen. This reflects some really deep shifts happening underneath. That's what makes it so fascinating, I think.
Okay, so let's get right into it then. What are these key forces? What's really pushing Bitcoin up this time?
Well, I think the biggest factor, without a doubt, is the sheer weight of institutional money finally coming in serious.
Right. We've heard talk about that for years.
Exactly, whispers mostly.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're seeing major players, hedge funds,
Yeah.
big publicly traded companies, they're significantly increasing their Bitcoin holdings.
Any specific examples that stand out?
Oh, yeah. You've got firms like MicroStrategy doubling down, BlackRock expanding their crypto stuff. It's a big signal.
So it's shifting from maybe a fringe asset to something more core portfolio.
Precisely. It shows this growing acceptance, maybe a new understanding of risk, maybe helped by clearer regulations too.
Hmm.
Traditional finance is really starting to embrace it.
Okay, that makes sense. Big money moving in. But what else is going on? You mentioned regulation. Has the policy side changed much?
It really has. And this part's particularly interesting. A huge catalyst was the, let's say, evolving policy landscape under the Trump administration.
How so?
Well, that executive order in early 2025, the one about setting up a strategic Bitcoin reserve,
Ah, yes, I remember that.
that wasn't just talk. It fundamentally kind of legitimized Bitcoin at a national level, almost like a potential state asset. That kind of official nod, well, it sends a powerful message.
Yeah, I can see how that would encourage more investment, definitely.
It signals a much friendlier environment, reduces uncertainty.
Okay, so we have institutional buy-in, supportive policy, but, markets are never just one direction, are they? Is everyone just bullish? Are there any countercurrents we should know about?
That's a great point. And no, it's definitely not all one way.
Yeah.
While the overall feeling is, yeah, very bullish, you absolutely have traders betting the other way.
Okay, like what?
Well, for instance, there were some posts, I think, on X detailing this. Crypto whale, a really big holder increasing their Bitcoin short position.
A short, so they're betting the price will go down.
Exactly. By $26 million, I think it was. So that tells you some major players are maybe expecting some volatility, perhaps a pullback. It adds nuance.
Interesting.
But, despite those kinds of counter bets, the main trend, the rally itself, it keeps pulling optimism across the board, even into altcoins.
Fascinating stuff. So, okay, let's zoom out a bit. How does this all fit into the bigger global picture? Are there other, maybe less obvious global factors playing a role?
Yeah, and this is where you see some perhaps unexpected connections. Think about, say, mainland China's big push in chip making.
Chip making, how does that connect to Bitcoin?
Well, they're aiming to seriously ramp up capacity, trying to outpace Taiwan by 2030, right?
Right.
More chip-making capacity globally means potentially better and cheaper hardware. And what needs powerful hardware?
Mining. Bitcoin mining.
Exactly. So indirectly, this kind of geopolitical tech race could actually be improving the hardware available for mining operations. That helps grow Bitcoin's infrastructure, makes the network stronger, more decentralized.
Wow. So a tech race in Asia helps secure Bitcoin globally.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
It's this quiet background factor that's kind of reinforcing Bitcoin's foundation.
Who would have thought?
Right. So putting it all together then, we've got serious institutional money finally jumping in. We've got supportive policy moves, these complex market dynamics with both bulls and some significant bears. And even these broader global tech trends like chip manufacturing, it really is a perfect storm almost. It truly is a confluence of factors. And, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? It raises this important question for all of us watching this space. How will all these different forces, policy, tech, market sentiment, how will they keep reshaping what we even think of as a reserve asset in the future? The definition seems to be changing right in front of us.
That's a really powerful thought to end on. What does reserve asset even mean anymore? Something for you all to chew on. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Keep exploring, keep questioning. We'll catch you on the next one.